Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Keep Gaming Podcast. This is episode 19. I'm your host, Lan Mind, and we are joined by the one and only Miamo CG. What's going on, brother?
Joe, you know the vibes. Let's get to this money.
And welcome back, Johnny BoomBotz. He wasn't here last week, but he is here on vacation in the mountains. It's a fake background. What's going on, Johnny?
What's going on, gentlemen? What's going on? I'm back.
Welcome.
Trying not to get my face taken off.
And shout out to his wife who just got out of surgery a couple of days. She's in the chat. Incredible Ventures. Welcome. How are you feeling? I hope everything is well. I know Johnny and Chris, we've been talking prior to the show, and he tells us great things. Things are going good for you, so I'm happy that everything went well and you're in your recovery now. So good thing to hear that you're good. What's up, fellas? What's going on? It's been a long week. I haven't talked to y'all. That's a lie. I talk to you guys every day. It's annoying. But what's going on, John? You're on vacation, man. I know that you've been traveling the United States of America. What is going on?
Yeah, man. Going state to state, trying to hit all 55 of them before I go home. That includes Canada, Kansas, and Florida, Georgia, and yeah.
All right, and Chris, what's going on with you?
I don't know. I'm in like a super bubbly mood for some reason right now. I'm mad giggly right now, B.
You like how Lou said? By the way, you like how Lou says, "Oh, he's been talking to us all week." Well, literally, he's just been arguing with me all week, and you've been laughing in the background.
Well, that's how it usually is.
I mean, that's how it works. I just read everything.
Yeah.
I've been good. You know, I'm finally going for the first time in over a year and a half to the movies today.
Word.
After the pod,
round of applause for Chris going to the
Lou's
movie.
Happy.
Chris, I went yesterday. Chris, you going today? I went yesterday. Let's do it.
And yeah, for those that don't know, Chris is in Florida, the capital of COVID. So remember, put a mask.
The COVID capital of the world.
Yeah, put a mask on your chair.
The Florida virus.
I don't know. I think Tennessee might have his beat, bro. Tennessee might have his beat.
Well, they just said Florida's the number one, but maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I know. That's because nobody's getting tested in Tennessee.
Florida is always number one when it comes to everything.
Damn, y'all can't stay inside for shit.
Nope. Yeah,
and everybody comes and visits us too.
Chris has no problem staying inside. He doesn't want to go to the theaters.
Nah, I respect that Chris is gonna go to the theaters. He's gonna go see Suicide Squad. John saw it yesterday. I saw it yesterday. We're actually gonna be doing a review on it tomorrow, and it will come out on Tuesday. So be on the lookout for that, for the Suicide Squad review. There's gonna be a lot of stuff going on in that. What's up?
I need to make an announcment real quick as well too. Lou, you should be proud of me, Lou. We went to the theaters yesterday to go see Suicide Squad, right? And we bought tickets to New Guy.
Oh, that's right. You did. You bought movie tickets to see New Guy, which comes out next week. So John is on a roll going to the theaters. So shout out to John.
Man.
Look at us.
Been trying to get these guys to go to the theaters for so long, and I may stop going now. They're going, and I might stop.
Well, you never went with us. We kept telling you to come with us and hold our hands, but you didn't want to.
Anyway, let's get into the show. We talk about gaming news and pop culture every Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern, live on Twitch. And if you can't find us live on Twitch, you can go to youtube.com and search in Keep Gaming Podcast, subscribe. Or if you don't have time to watch us, you can listen to us wherever you get your podcast. Just type in Keep Gaming Podcast. And again, we drop a new video every Monday. So if you missed the live show on Saturday, we drop it on Monday. And our first topic of this episode is Nintendo outselling PlayStation? It just came out this week that Nintendo has surpassed Xbox 360 and PS3 for overall sales. They are now sitting at 89.1 million units sold. Guys, what are your thoughts on this?
Let's see. You know what? I'll go first.
All right.
Nintendo Switch, which I don't have because I don't have any consoles because I'm the best gamer in the world, okay? And I only do PC Master Race. Now, let me stop. I think it's great. I mean, how long has the Switch been out? And I know it's counting all the Switch variants like a Loki episode. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
it's still fairly new in the console world, right?
It is, right? It's only been a couple years.
Yeah, I want to say maybe 3 years, maybe 4.
So the fact that it has that much variations and another one coming out, which is probably going to add even more. I know Johnny said I know Johnny said he bought the new one already, or he pre-ordered the new one. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people have done that as well. So I'm pretty sure that number is going to go even higher than it is already. And it'll probably make its way into the top 5 eventually if it keeps going in that route. So, I mean, congratulations to Nintendo. Do I think they will outsell PlayStation? I don't know. I mean, you'd be the person to argue that. You know what I'm saying? You're the PlayStation fanboy, man.
So no, the reason why Chris is saying that, PlayStation 2 sits at the top of the ranks with 157.68 million units sold all time. So can Nintendo Switch get to that point, surpass it, or even get close to it is the question. John, what are your thoughts?
So I will say, like Booty had said, that 2017 is when the Switch came out. So you're talking about in almost a 4-year run, they came up with that many hits. So Switch has something that other consoles don't have, which is also what PlayStation 2 had. PlayStation 2 was different than anything they expected beforehand. It was a while before PlayStation 2 came out, and PlayStation 2 took off because it was the forefront in its own right during that time frame when it came out. There was nothing else around it. I can't help the fact that I see Lou's hand like eating a cheeseburger off camera halfway.
Oh, before you continue, my boy Yonder, thank you for the follow, my guy. Preach.
Word, thank you for the follow. And I was blowing my nose, man.
So basically, though, I will say though was the Switch has an advantage though too because of the fact that it's portable, it's handheld. So a lot of people were looking for that after like Game Gear, PSP, etc. Like they've been evolving the handheld game for a while. Nintendo has always been on the forefront with different things and doing their own thing in general. And Nintendo has a very big, huge fan base like PlayStation does. Yeah. Nintendo has I wouldn't say bigger than PlayStation, but they have a huge fan base, especially in other countries. Not so much the States, but in Japan and stuff, Nintendo is like the forefront of gaming. So when you're talking about that, and then on top of that too, is the fact that Animal Crossing itself, when Animal Crossing came out, that literally I guarantee you that's what put Switch over the edge because of that exclusive alone. Having that new Animal Crossing, you had such a huge fan base from the portable handhelds that they went to the Switch console and everybody was like buying it up because you have the Animal Crossing console, which Booty was talking about. You have so many different variations of it. I have the Switch. My wife has a Switch Lite. We're getting the Switch OLED. I know one of my friends has three Switches because he leaves one docked, and him and his wife both have a Switch Lite that they take with them when they go somewhere.
I mean, his friend is him, guys. I'm being stupid.
No, we only have.
But just to give some context to your claim about Animal Crossing, Animal Crossing is number 2 for the best-selling game on Switch all time, and the game came out last year. It has sold 33.89 million units. The game.
Yeah, and that's because it was the perfect storm because of the COVID and everything else too. Everybody was locked in. Everybody had to do.
That's a perfect stay-at-home game too. Like that's the game that you could just play for hours.
Yeah,
you don't got to talk to nobody. You can go visit your friends on their island if you want to. You don't like people will go back and forth. And I think that if Nintendo was to up their game and actually do a actually get the my bad wildlife. I think if Switch actually got their game to get the shit together with their voice chat and their audio, like they're like almost like a Discord kind of thing for Switch itself, not having to do it with through the full mobile device, I think that would even push them even further. But
I don't think it's gonna surpass PS2. I think it'll get really close. And something that Paul said, and also Miyamo's friend Miyamo. Yonder.
Yeah. Yep. Yonder.
They're mentioning in the chat here that their games are big, right? And I'm just gonna give you the list, and I'm gonna go from top 10 all the way to number 1. And it's insane on how well these exclusive titles do for them. That makes them so successful. Starting with number 10, and I just bought this game. It's insane that it's even number 10. Ring Fit Adventures has sold 11.26 million units.
It makes sense though. Because think about how big Wii Fit was when Wii Fit came out.
Yeah.
Because you got people that want to stay home, they already have a Switch, they don't want to go to the gym.
Yeah, and it's a game and it's fun and it's there's a lot of things going on. The Ring Fit is really dope. Chris, I don't know why you laughing.
Because she said time to stream it, Lou. You gotta hit it.
Yeah, I do have to stream it. I got the camera now, so I'm gonna do it. Now, number 9 is Splatoon 2 with 12.45 million units sold. Pokemon Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, 13.57 million units sold. That's number 8. There's a lot of Pokemon on this list, by the way. And then you have Super Mario Party, 15.72 million units sold. Super Mario Odyssey, number 6, 21.40 million sold. Pokemon Sword and Shield, number 5, 21.85 million sold. Why are you laughing?
You gotta get this sports, bro.
Nah, because he mentioned it last week.
All right.
That thing you bought to hold your cell phone. Let's go, baby.
Oh, yeah. You're right. John wasn't there for that.
It's raining. I'm right back.
All right, so John's going to get right back. So now this is number 4, Breath of the Wild, 23.20 million units sold, right? Number 3, Super Smash Bros, 24.77 million units sold. And then, of course, Animal Crossing, 33.89 million units sold. Jeez. And number 1, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 37.8 million units sold. This game has been, it's its 8th installment, but it's the number 1 selling Switch game. Everyone plays this game. So because of these games, it makes the Switch more appealing, not only because it's portable and you can dock it, but also the variations where now you have the Switch Lite. Now you're going to have the new Switch OLED. And you don't even know if they're going to come out with a 4K one down the line. So a lot of these variations help their sales. And I think it was like what Johnny and you guys were saying, it's the perfect storm. Because of the pandemic, it made gaming more interesting to the non-gamer that's like, I got nothing to do at home when the pandemic started. I need something to entertain me. And here comes the Nintendo Switch, where you can play on your TV, or you can play laying down on the couch or on your bed. You have different ways of playing these exclusive games, and not even to mention the old retro games that you can download when you get the Nintendo Online. So there's a lot of content there for them. I think this is
that alone. And again, and I always say it every time, and I always come back to the same point. Nintendo is great for nostalgia. Mm-hmm. Nintendo, for anybody that, and I think you'll see like a lot of people with Switch is good because it's in between. It's either the very young kids that like the Switch, or the people that are our generation, like the 30-year-old, the late 20s, early 30s that grew up with Nintendo original, because of the fact that you have the NES Classic, you have the SNES Classic with Nintendo Online. They're constantly doing Pokemon. It's something that we grew up on. These are games that are both new and forthcoming with it to some extent, because they gear towards younger children, but then they're also big for nostalgia. It's not where it's like PlayStation, where PlayStation makes games that are geared towards a certain demographic of gamers, like a certain age group of gamers, right, where older people might not like it or younger people might not like it. No, Nintendo is more of a family thing where it doesn't matter what age you're gonna do, you can play it together, and they come out with new shit.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And, Chris, read what your boy wrote about. Nintendo was the biggest reverse card.
I don't even see that anymore. Where'd it go? Well, either way, I was going to say Nintendo just does a great job of staying away from anything negative, and they stay out of the console wars, and somehow have the worst graphics in all the consoles, but they, their games are just more fun. I mean, I see you guys play the games, and I'm having fun watching you guys play it because I don't have a Switch. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So you guys playing all those Mario games, I'm like, damn, I might want to buy one now and play that bad boy on stream. But you know what I'm saying? That's just congratulations, Nintendo. Keep it up. Because I know they will. And I want to see what they do with the OLED, the OLED.
I want to give some context, right? So we know that Nintendo has the Switch has surpassed 360 and PS3. I'm going to give you the top 10 of consoles, all right? Starting with number 10 is the Xbox One, selling 41 million units sold. No, let me stop. No, it's not bad. Number 10, right? Number 9, this is where it gets funny, right? And this is number 9, Super Nintendo. 49.1 million units sold. This console came out in the 90s, and it outsold a unit that came out in the mid 2000s. Right? It gets better. Number 8 is the original Nintendo NES, 61.91 million units sold. That's number 8. Number 7, obviously, is it's not number 7, right? It surpassed it now, so I think it's number 5. So it'll be an Xbox 360 with 85.5 million units sold.
Gang.
PlayStation 3 with 86.90 million units sold. And then obviously the Nintendo Switch, which we mentioned. Then you have the Nintendo Wii, 101.53 million units sold. That's big. I remember when the Wii came out, everyone was looking for one. They couldn't get one. It was like what it is now before the pandemic. Like everyone was looking for this shit and they couldn't get one.
Yeah.
Then you have PlayStation, the original PlayStation, 104.21 million units sold. Then you have the PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4, 115.4 million units sold and counting. And then, of course, number one, PlayStation 2, 157.68 million units sold. PlayStation 2 being the number one console and it's been there for the longest time, I think is revolutionary. The reason why is because when PlayStation 2 came out, it was the first time you had a console that had a DVD player in it. And if you remember, in that time, getting a DVD player was so expensive. If you could get a DVD player for almost the same price for a console, you were going to do it. John, what's wrong?
What's wrong?
It's raining. Yeah, that's Mother Nature.
Out there.
I can't even hear you guys. The sky's opened up. Like, that shit's mad loud out of here. I can't hear you. Get away to the ears.
John, bro, I don't know what to tell you, bro. It was just sunny.
Guys, like,
But yeah, that's the list of the top selling consoles.
And that's not even counting the DSs, the Game Boy Colors, the Game Boy Advances, all that. Those are all up there on list of sales, by the way.
Correct. And another thing I wanted to mention here too is that can it catch up? I don't know. I know we all discussed it. To catch up or even get close to PlayStation 2, I don't know. Because I think at this day and age, there's so many ways to play games. You got PCs, you got mobile gaming, you have old consoles, you got even like, what are they called? The hacked ones, right? Where you can buy like a PS Vita and get all these other games on it where they're like hacked consoles, I think they're called. I don't know what they're called. Whatever. And you guys are laughing. I'm trying to talk about these consoles, man.
I'm just laughing because Johnny's like walking around.
Bro, my feeling is leaking on me over here. Like,
So I don't think it will surpass it. It'll probably get closer because they're gonna come out with different variations.
Right.
But I don't think it'll get past the PlayStation 2. It's just too many units to catch up to, and there's so many ways to play games, and I just don't think it's gonna get to that point. I don't think anyone's gonna get to that point ever.
Yeah, that's almost unbeatable at this point.
Yeah, the jailbroken system's correct. So we're gonna go on to topic number 2. We're gonna keep it on PlayStation.
Speaking of sales,
that's true. Speaking of sales, PlayStation, they just had a meeting for their quarter. What is it called? Their quarterly announcements of like the units sold, and it just mentioned last Saturday, that they sold 10 million units. They want to reach 20 million, but they're hoping to make 15 million units sales at the end of 2021. They also mentioned that they have those what do they call the counter microchips, I think they're called. I forgot the name.
Ones that there's a shortage of.
Yeah,
the chips. I forgot the name of the chip, but the chip they were up to.
Yeah, I want to look that up. I want to give the right context for the chip. So anyway, there's a chip that there was a shortage on, and it seems like PlayStation has found more chips. It says during an earnings webcast, Sony CFO confirmed they've taken various measures to secure semiconductors enough to reach their goal of making 14.8 million PS5 units sold at the end of 2021. Now, the question is, they want to sell it, but are you going to be able to find one like we discussed last week? You know, they're saying that they're going to be putting out more consoles, but is it going to still be hard for people, the consumer, to actually get one and avoid bots and other people trying to oversell these consoles? So
I know that you're the connoisseur for this stuff. I mean, you just got Johnny his own PS5.
Yeah,
in like the matter of a week, right?
Or but the thing is, it wasn't through a bot, right? Like I didn't speak to a bot or anybody like that to get it. It was literally just me searching for it, me being notified through Twitter, like I've advised other people to do so. And yes, we were able to secure Johnny BoomBotz a PS5. And it's just, if you really want one, I say this to a lot of people, if you really want one, you will go out and find one. It's not that it's going to be hard to get. The thing is, people are probably still thinking, I can't go into a Best Buy and pick one up. It's not going to happen. We're in a digital age. They're selling everything online, and it's going to be delivered to you. So the days of you going into a store, especially now with the pandemic, you're not going to go into a store and be like, oh, can I get that one right there? It's not going to be like that. You have to secure it online. And unfortunately, yes, we had to get them a bundle because they were not selling it by itself. A lot of these companies are selling them like GameStop and Walmart, Amazon, Best Buy. They're selling them in bundles, so they cost more. But I think eventually you will buy these things, so it's probably smart to just get the bundle now and get it over with. But if you don't have the funds, I understand it's going to be a lot harder to just get the system alone. And that's where things differ. You know, so what are your guys' thoughts on this? They're trying to push out more units. They're trying to make, at the end of their fiscal, to make almost 15 million units sold.
Right. So it says.
I would say honestly that I'm actually excited about the fact that they have the bundle going and everything else too. So I'm excited about the bundle that you got me. First of all, for starters, let me start with that because, like you said too, eventually you're gonna get it. Eventually, you probably, if you're gonna get the game, you might as well do it now ahead of time. Secondly, too, is the fact that I would say that I definitely see them being able to hit that goal. I can definitely see them hitting that goal, especially with the shortage of chips coming back. I can't with my wife right now in the chat. So yeah, we went through like they're going through. She got me sidetracked over here. I definitely see them hitting the goal. I definitely see them hitting that, time frame that they want to hit because shut the fucking light on me. Hitting the time frame that they want to hit for the goal. And it's definitely possible with the chip shortage coming back and everything else too, and the availability of it. It could definitely be like possibility for them to do that. Sorry guys, everything's all kind of like fucking jacked up right now.
Nah, you're good. Yeah, because I'm reading the article and it says it leaves them with 12.5 million more units to sell by the end of this year to hit their goal, because they sold 2.3 million units whatever in quarter one. So I think it's realistic because I think everybody's still looking for PS5s and everybody still wants a PS5. I think the more games that come out for the PS5 that are exclusive will lead to more people buying it. I mean, that's one thing that PlayStation always does well, is they always come through with exclusives and force people to get their consoles because they don't like sharing with anybody.
You're right
on. But yeah, so I think it's a realistic goal. I think they can hit it. Will they? We'll see. I know it also says something about 22 mils. Without this, they would have reached it without the shortages.
Oh, but, yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, 100%. If there was no shortages, I think they could have easily hit that.
Yeah.
Oh, by far.
I mean, hey, it's Sony. I can't wait to see what's next, what they got coming, because I think they're pushing some stuff back. I'm not 100% sure. I saw something about God of War, the new one.
Yeah, Ragnarok. They're pushing
it. Might be pushed back to next year.
Yeah, definitely gonna be pushed out to next year, especially
when
even.
Is, what's it called? When's what's coming out? Horizon.
Well, that's rumored to be pushed into 2022 first quarter
as well. Yep.
Yeah. So the Horizon Forbidden West is being pushed back as well. They're also saying that it might come out at the same time Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, which, if you remember, Breath of the Wild 1 came out at the same time as Horizon Zero Dawn came out. They came out at the same time. So it's going to be part 2 of them going head to head. And, they're going to leave people like, which game do I get if you have both consoles? So It looks like they're going to be going head to head again next year. But I think this is good news for people that want to buy a PlayStation. That means that there's going to be a lot more available. I would say probably holiday season, maybe November. And it will give people the opportunity to play all these other games that came out in the beginning of the year when the system got released. So it gives you more of a reason to buy one, because now you have 6-7 exclusive titles that you haven't played yet, and they're going to be available when the PlayStation is available for you. So I think this is a good news for gamers or people, PlayStation enthusiasts, that they want to get their hands on one. As far as the Xbox is concerned, I know a lot of these companies are going through these semiconductor chips. It looks like they're going to be getting the same advantage of getting more Xboxes out in the wild. So this is good news, man. I'm really excited for it, for people who don't have one to get their hands on one, like I am for Johnny. And, I know that Chris down the line may probably get one. I don't know, because he's a PC player. But there's exclusive titles on PlayStation that you can't get anywhere else that you want to play on PlayStation. So we're going to go to our next topic. And this is a celebration. 35 years in the making. Super Metroid is now 35 years old. This is the first game that featured a female lead character in gaming. This was back in Nintendo NES days. And I think this is what's...
First female playable.
First female playable. Yeah. First female playable. That's correct. And this pretty much set the tone for a lot of female lead characters in games that are playable. And it is a celebration because a lot of these games set the tone, and Super Metroid did. And now coming out I think later this year is Super Metroid Dread coming out for Nintendo Switch. So this is a big deal, and 35 years is a long time. What are you guys' thoughts on female leads in video games? You know, we got this Horizon Forbidden West coming out. You know, there's a lot of other big titles like Tomb Raider that have female leads. What are your thoughts?
So I will say that I think that the time frame that it happened was in 1986. 1986 was the first Metroid. And you didn't find out that she was a female lead until the end of the game when they removed her helmet and you found out her name was Samus, but it was a female. Going from that through the 90s, especially 90s was a very, very big era for gaming for female lead gamers. PlayStation, for Tomb Raider, for different kinds of games that we had going on. And I think that having those push the boundary in a way, kind of like having that where they were at the beginning of it, was great in a lot of ways. And I remember Metroid. I mean, Metroid was one of the first games I ever played. It was probably like maybe it might have been the second or third game I ever played. I think it was Mario, then it was Duck Hunt, and then it was Metroid.
Yeah. Pretty much in that order.
Nintendo, so it's like, yeah. So I mean, the idea of that, and I know that when within the gaming community, you do hear a lot of talk from people that are like, oh, we need more representation for certain cultures, for certain demographics, or whatever, in video games. And I 100% respect that. I 100% believe in that. And I do see that Metroid being the fact that she's now hitting 35 years shows that there is that possibility. Like, the gaming community can come together to actually really, open up their world, because of the fact that I'm sure in the late mid 80s, it wasn't exactly expected you were going to have a lead female playable character in a video game. Not for any other reason, but you're talking about Nintendo was one of the first things out there, and they haven't really evolved too much from that. But they still do. Female characters are a common stipulation now in video games. It's not something that's shocking to anybody.
Yeah.
Right.
And I can't wait for the new Metroid to come out, because I'm actually most likely going to probably get it. Maybe not day one, but I'm probably going to get it. It looks a little weird, but I'm interested just because of the nostalgia.
It reminds me of the original, though. The way the
like an upgraded version,
yeah.
TV side scroller, yeah. But the only thing is, I'm not a fan of that. Is that it's a constant where you can't fight these things. It's just a constant don't make noise, stay silent, kind of shit.
Got you.
But I mean, it's a different kind of game style, so we'll see how it goes.
Right. See, for me, that game is older than I am. You feel me?
It was older than me too. Okay, don't make it seem like I'm old. I'm 34.
Now I feel really old because I was born before the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The game's older than I am, so my first female lead might have been Tomb Raider growing up.
A lot of people, yeah.
I did play Metroid games. I believe my first Metroid game was for GameCube. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Wow.
Oh wow.
So I played a little further down the road, but it was still a great experience. And I think female leads in games are dope. Most of the games I played recently have female leads as wild. And I think it makes sense. Like even with one of my favorite series, the Assassin's Creed series, they now give you the option if you want to be a male lead or a female lead
in Odyssey
in the game. In the Odyssey, in the last one, in Valhalla. No, Origins they didn't do it, but in Valhalla they did. And I think it's dope. It's like, I feel like more games should do that. At least give people the option, because if they want to feel included in the game, hey, you can. It doesn't change the story much. You just switch out the character's name and likeness, and that's it. So
absolutely, yeah. And I was just going down some of the lists. I was looking it up. Bayonetta is another game that has a female lead. Tomb Raider, Hellblade, Alien Isolation is what they mentioned. I don't know. I never played that game. Mirror's Edge. I know I played that. The Last of Us Part 2 was a female lead, great game. And that's just to name a few. I know Life is Strange is another one. Silent Hill, The Walking Dead. They even said
Medium, the one I played.
Blood Rain, Assassin's Creed 3, Liberation. A lot of these have female leads. And
this Plague's Tale.
Yeah.
What's the new one that just came out? The one that's like a psychological thriller. I think it's on Xbox.
Mass Effect?
No? If Timmy's here, she knows. Balti was playing it. I can't remember the name of it though. It's like a very it's not Medium. Maybe Visage? No, it's not Visage.
It might be a.
I don't know. If Booty's here and she remembers what it is, Balti was playing it. It's very psychological. It really deals with like depression and self self issues. I remember the name of it beforehand.
I think I know which one you're talking about. I forgot the name of that one as well, though.
So yeah, this is a celebration of that game, and it laid the groundwork for other games in the future to have female leads. So shout out to Metroid for and Nintendo for making this possible, and setting the playing field evenly. A lot of these games are male driven games, but we need more of these female lead characters. So I think this is great. And going into our last topic, the WTF moment of the week, is Disney putting out information this week that a $6,000 hotel stay for Star Wars theme is gonna be coming out very soon. If not already, it already came out. $6,000 for a hotel stay in a Star Wars themed hotel. Is this something that if you had the money you would do, or would you save up to do? What are your thoughts on this?
No.
No. John is like, yes, I've worked for Disney. I work for Mickey Mouse. I believe in the way of Disney. What's going on, John?
No. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I don't.
Oh, you're a Star Trek fan. That's why you don't like this.
Let me start this off with, I do not speak on behalf of Disney, so they cannot come and sue my ass on that at all. My opinions are my own.
Banned. You'll be banned from the park. They heard you.
Now, what I will say though is that yes, I did work for Disney and all too, and yes, I feel that a lot of their things can be overpriced at times. However, though, for something like this, though, no, not within reason. Like there are some things that yes are overpriced, but some things you do get what you're paying for what they're giving you. Something for this instance with this this I guess all-inclusive experience. Mm-hmm. If you're a Star Wars fanatic and you're a Star Wars fan, definitely makes you feel where it's like you're involved. Like you're just in. Like the minute you get there from day one, the minute you step off the shuttle or whatever like that, you get transported to this world. Yeah, you ain't the only one, Booty. Trust me. So what happens is though, is you get transported to this world though, and it's all inclusive, it's all immersive. To the fact that everybody around you though, like the windows in the hotel you're in, the area you're in, only show you as in you're in space. Like the rooms you're in show you that you're in space. When you leave the hotel, you get put onto a shuttle to go to the park, and the shuttle is a space shuttle, and you get brought to the back end of Galaxy's Edge, so you're not seeing the rest of the park. You're seeing only Galaxy's Edge. You have wristbands that have you wear, like different people, like stormtroopers in the area might see you, and they might try to ask you to do them a favor because you're a bounty, or if you choose to go the right way. So it's like you're literally living the Star Wars experience for 2 days straight. Something that you can't get anywhere else. You're basically an actor inside this actor's world. You're getting full food. You're getting dinner. You're getting everything. When you come back to your room, your experience is catered to you when you get back to the room, depending on what you do. Like your choices you make in the park. If you're on the Millennium Falcon, you choose to do this, or you choose to go ahead and do this instead. That caters to the rest of your experience and will change your experience the rest of your vacation for 2 days. Everything is included. Just for the fact that your room and your food and everything else too are included in that, that right there saves you $3,000 in Disney. Just for the fucking room and the room and the food saves you $3,000. Now you're paying $3,000 for an experience overall. Like I said, is it expensive? Yes, but do I see it being worth it? Yes, I do.
I'm just gonna give some context to the people.
You want to go, Lou, or no?
Yeah. This is coming from IGN.com. Disney Parks revealed the pricing breakdown for a standard cabin at the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Resort at Disney World in Florida. The most expensive option costs $6,000 for 3 adults and 1 children for a 2-night stay. That's 2 nights for $6,000. I mean, for 4 people, yeah, it's 3 adults and 1 children. Don't I get it? So what is it? Is what, like $1,500 a person for 2 nights? Bro, I mean, there's more details that you can look on their website, but shit.
Right, but you're talking about that's not $6,000 for one person. It's $6,000 for a family of 4, and you're talking about
I didn't say
everything
for one
included,
person.
your food, your drinks, your everything. That is really, really freaking good pricing for that.
Trash.
Why is it trash?
You're so stupid. I hate you, Chris.
For one, I live in Florida. I'm not trying to spend that much money to stay in Florida as well. That's stupid. Okay?
But that's different.
One.
You're being biased now because you live there.
Yeah, you're different, dude.
Second, I'm not a fan of Star Wars, so I'm not spending that much money
not for you.
To rock with Star Wars. If I'm gonna spend that kind of money, I'm going to Japan and I'm going to Super Mario World. All right, stop playing with me because it's cheaper than what they're offering at this Disney park, where it looks like a college dorm. It looks like a college dorm of a nerd that loves Star Wars. Okay, that's all it looks like. The bed is a cot. It's not even. It doesn't even look like an enjoyable bed. Did you guys see the pictures of this thing? It's disgusting. It's despicable. All right, I sound like Stephen A. Smith right now. I mean,
listen,
you know what I'm saying? I'm not paying that much to stay in the state that I already live in, bro. Plain and simple.
Okay, you live there.
But you live there though.
Even if I like Star Wars.
Bro, do you understand that there are some people though that literally save money for almost their entire life to just do a trip to Disney? Like I used to talk to people that were literally coming from other countries that would spend 30 grand for a month to stay in Disney for a month. So like you're talking about like the fact that this does not cater to the everyday person. And that's the thing though too, is that yes, it's $6 grand, but it's not catering to the everyday person. It's catering to the people that are there for that one experience and save up their years just for that one experience. The people that have the money or want to save for that experience for it.
I can't wait for
because
the
in reality,
what if the reviews is that this place sucks? What if they say it all sucks?
Nah,
then what?
Disney's pretty good with this stuff.
Then what?
I don't think it's gonna be bad. Like they put a lot.
How do you know?
Because Disney has a good track record.
Have you stood?
No, I mean, listen. If I had the money, I would, because I am a Star Wars fan, and I love that world, and I would love to experience that. But for 2 days,
so that means you want to experience it. You want to experience it, Lou? Come down for the Twitch meetup next March 6th to the 12th, Disney World. Let's go.
Well, that's gonna be the end for this podcast. You have anything else to say, Chris?
Hey, all I'm saying is, if I'm gonna spend thousands of dollars on a trip to immerse myself in an experience, I'm not going to Disney in Florida. I've been multiple times.
Chris, let me ask you this then. Would you spend $6 grand to go to Tokyo Disney?
Disney? Fully
immersive experience.
No,
Disney,
he said
$6
Well, yes, because Japan does everything better anyways.
But bro, what I'm saying to you like this though, real quick, like look at Super Mario World, right? Let's say Super Mario World, right? In Universal. Super Mario World. Would you spend $6 grand to stay in Super Mario World for 2 days, 2 nights, 3 days, and you get to be Bowser? Let's say you get to be fucking Bowser for 2 nights. Would you?
I wouldn't have to. It's not that expensive.
But motherfucker, what I'm saying though is, would you?
I don't know about that, but you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna be in Japan chilling because it's massive out there.
Dead Space. Let's say you had a fully immersive Dead Space experience for 2 nights, 3 days. $6 grand. Exactly right there.
I don't know about 2 days. Give me at least 3 to 4, and I might do it.
There you go. That's the point I'm trying to make.
As long as I could die and get like ripped in half and stuff, you know. Now let me stop being stupid.
But for you, it doesn't make sense. Now, let's say you go there though, and let's say you wear a wristband, and every single choice you make affects the rest of your thing as to who bothers you, who doesn't bother you. You get a laser tag done. Then you get to shoot around at random people. What about that? You get the full immersive experience. You'd be willing to pay that if you're a diehard fan of that, and that's who they're catering to.
Yeah, no, listen, this is not for everybody. This is for people who are Star Wars fans.
If I don't get to ride out Chewbacca's back, you won't. Hey, and my man yonder spends money, bro. This man will go to things that he likes. Okay.
I mean, anybody would. Would you really go to something you don't like? So this is not for Chris. This is something for me. You know, I think something Johnny will be interested in, but for Chris, not. So I just think this is great for the Star Wars enthusiasts. So this may work for those.
Yo, yonder, if you do this, you pay for me and you. Give me an extra K. I'll get a Chewbacca suit. I'll carry you on my back.
Oh God. Well, look, that's gonna be it for us today on the Keep Gaming podcast. I want to thank you all for being here live. Again, if you're not here live, you can watch us every Monday. We drop the video on YouTube. If you don't got time to watch us on YouTube, you can go ahead and listen to us wherever you get your podcast. Just type in Keep Gaming Podcast and make sure you subscribe so you get notified whenever we post a new video. We are going to be dropping a review for the Suicide Squad this Tuesday, so be on the lookout for that. And that's going to be it for us. We're going to go ahead and do our post show. Again, if you're here live, you're going to be able to watch the post show. We do not post this on YouTube. So that's going to be it for us. Until next time, keep gaming. Peace.
You know the vibes. You're